Okay, so let's jump into explaining what I was even talking about. So in the very beginning, I'm assembling the back brace, which is a brown piece of like press board, kind of an MDF type of looking thing. And these were the little black plastic things that I was installing. And this was the little part that I called the squiggly dude because I don't know what to call that. Now, I also mentioned that these are adjustable. How you adjust them if you need to. Now, I always start with a level floor, but if you need to adjust, it's the Allen key on the top. That's how you do adjust these little guys. The next thing I did was for the back section, you get two of these. These are black plastic, and these I clipped in next to this, and that's where I was like, it's flush, it's even on top. Then here you have the screw that goes with the IKEA plug that they provide. This is for when you're installing the metal brace, which is about halfway in, closer to the end of the video. I mentioned at that point that I use my own plugs, so I also use my own screws. Okay, you always want to use the better, like the screw that actually fits your plugs. Just to be safe, I go with the ones that that come with the kit, unless like you know what you're doing, then don't worry about it. But just because I'm giving advice here, I'm going to say use the screws that come with the kit. And then I use the IKEA washer. So you did hear me talk about I'm putting the washer on. It's the two that were in the kit. You couldn't see it. That's why I'm pointing it out now. So X-nay on that. These two little guys, these are for if you are attaching two PAX units together and you want them nice and tight together. So you can save those. I did not need them for my project that I was demonstrating. This screw fits pretty tight into the actual peg hole in the side of your PAX unit. That's like where your shelves go, or basically anything that you'd be attaching in terms of like rods, shelves, baskets, those same peg holes. They go with this washer. I call it a washer. There may be a different type of term for it, but it acts like a washer. I also referred to these as my gears because they look like gears. So these were the things that I stacked together when I was assembling the bar into the PAX unit, screwing into here. Next, plugs, already talked about that. These were the plastic little guys that I put in the back board. The white board in the very back is a flimsy little cardboard piece that just acts like a kind of stabilizer, but it's more of just like for decor, really. It looks nice and clean on the inside of the PAX unit. These I had turned up, and then I used my thumbnail and I just kind of clipped it in and then pushed it up. These are white plastic. These little guys are back at this time in the video when I was assembling the back brown little footer. These were the little black clips that I said you kind of just tilt and snap forward. You just want to catch that back board, that back cardboard. So these are two and they're black. These are the pegs back to the front section when I also use the other two of these little black guys. These go in the top. There was a hole, was it in here? It wasn't in here. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, there's the two holes that you see right at the front of the white plate. And you put the two pegs in. Those are them. Covered that. In the very beginning of the video, I had grabbed these two plastic pieces and I said these are for finishing, so I'm going to put them aside. These just cover. Once you're done assembling your rail, these are exposed. The gears and everything you can see everything. So these just make it look pretty. These were the little plastic parts I referred to as wings. So, because these flap up and flap down, and you have a right and you have a left. So that's what it all looks like. Those are the tools that I used. Hope that helps.